17th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Alex Leatherwood.
Oh no! No! No!
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Well, the first round has gone and passed. And man, it just seems like another year. Another reach. I didn't even have him on my radar, honestly. I know it's easy to say that we could have got this guy in the second round, but he probably couldn't have been there. I mean, we still had other talent that we could have picked up. Obviously, you guys know that the Raiders selected Alex Leatherwood, an offensive tackle out of Alabama, with the 17th overall pick. No, we did not move anywhere. We did not go back or whatnot. I mean, I know it takes two to tangle, but at the end of the day, there were better players on the board that the Raiders could have picked up. But again, I don't know why we expect more from the Raiders. I even dropped the video earlier today saying that there were 3 players that I feel like the Raiders could reach on. There was news around that the Raiders were high on tackle and they were going to address it in the first or second round. Maybe this was their guy. They felt like he wasn't going to fall down to the second round. But what can I say about this guy? I mean, Alex Leatherwood, yes, I said this earlier. We usually address position of need in the draft. I give John Gruden and Mike Mayock that. But it's always the player that we don't have on our radar, the guy that we don't expect to get at that first overall pick or that first round pick. And they just did that again. We did that before. You know, Cleveland Farrell was a position of need. We reached on him. I mean, he's a good player for us. I'm not going to say anything bad about it, but I'm just saying position and the value that we got him at. Colton Miller was a player that I know a lot of people were not really happy about, as well as me. I mean, left tackle was a position of need. We filled it up. Even if we had to reach for him last year, we needed to get a wide receiver, and we got Henry Ruggs. I'm not saying that was a big reach, but I mean, there was other guys that I would have rather had at wide receiver than Henry Ruggs. You know, CD Lamb, maybe Justin Jefferson. But you know, at the end of the day, the Raiders got a position of need. Should I be mad about this? I don't know. If you guys haven't seen our reaction live on Raider Honcho's channel, man, it just shows you how we feel about this pick. Now, are we saying that this is going to be a bad pick overall? No, we're not saying that this is going to be a bad pick moving forward. Yes, he could turn into a solid player for us at the right tackle position, but we're talking value right here in the first round with the 17th overall pick. Was it worth it? I don't know, man. We had Tevin Jenkins on the board, and we had Christian Darrisaw, who fell down as well, on the board sitting there. And those are 2 guys that could have easily came in and handled that right tackle position. We even had Jock, who was my number 1 guy, and even Trayvon Moehrig, who's another solid player that the Raiders could have added on our defensive side. We know that defense was a huge need for us. Offense was not the biggest need for us, even though that we know that we needed offensive tackle help. It wasn't the glaring need for the Raiders in the first round. There's a lot of depth in this NFL draft that the Raiders could go and address that later on in the second or third round. I was initially really shocked by this move. I know a lot of Raider Nation was, and I know there's a lot of other people saying that, yo, this is a good move by the Raiders. Okay, that's good for you. But as far as me, and I know other Raider fans, it was a reach for us. And it just seems like every single year, it's a new year, same reaction. We always are like, yo, what the hell? Last year, we had Damon Arnett in the first round. I don't care if there was other teams wanting him. We could have got somebody else. I don't care. I mean, Damon Arnett could turn into a good player for us, but at the end of the day, he didn't really do much for us in 2020, but I cannot fault him for that. We're talking about Alex Leatherwood. Now, Alex Leatherwood is a behemoth of a man. He's 6'6", 312 pounds. He has the size. He has the strength. He just hasn't put it all together. He's solid against the run and solid, pass protecting. So I understand that we needed to protect our quarterback, Derek Carr. I know some of his accomplishments. He was a first-team All-American selection in 2020, which is good. And they put up this funny, stat for Alex Leatherwood. I guess he has 1,000 memes saved on his phone. I don't know why that helps the Raiders out in any way possible, but to get an offensive tackle of his caliber at this position, I just think that the Raiders reached on this. We could have got so many other players at this position. Will he be a good player for us? Time will tell. But to be honest, I do trust Tom Cable as our offensive line coach to groom up Alex Leatherwood to be that solid offensive piece for our line. We know that we need a solid offensive line for Derek Carr to maneuver on the offensive side, so I understand that point of view. I feel like the reason why we took Alex Leatherwood over guys like Tevin Jenkins or even Christian Darrisaw, it's Alabama. They love their big school names, and I know that they had, they played against much more talented teams, I guess. I know that Alex Leatherwood played a lot at the left tackle position, but I'm pretty sure that the Raiders are going to move him over to the right side and complete our offensive line. I feel like our offensive line now, we're younger, and I feel like we got a lot of upside. We just haven't seen it yet, but there's so much potential there, and it's a much cheaper offensive line compared to last season when we had Rodney Hudson, Gabe Jackson, even Trent Brown out there. And even bringing back Richie Incognito on a cheaper deal, we just save a whole lot of money, and we got a lot younger. And if this team can be solid, then that's good for the team in the future. But like I said, I'm not saying that he's going to be a bad pick. He's not going to be a good player for us. He could still be a good player for us like Colton Miller did. It took Colton Miller some time as well, but day one starters, guys that could come in and make an impact, I felt like we passed on those guys. So this is how our offensive line looks as of right now. We have Colton Miller on the left tackle position. We got Richie Incognito at the left guard position. We got Andre James at the center position, Denzel Good at right guard, and then we finish it up with Alex Leatherwood. Now, we already knew that this was going to happen, and I feel like this is a solid offensive line. So round one is in the books, and we got that over with. I mean, if you, like I said, it was a crazy live stream for us going live throughout this whole first round. We went live, what, 3 hours? I know I initially went live on my channel, but I had a lot of technical difficulties. Again, shout out to my boy Raider Honcho for holding it down for me and for us on the live stream. Even the guys that came on, like Graphic, he was live in Cleveland. We had Raider Scout, who was with us, Murph's Fan Cave, and even Raider Cody and Kenny King. They were both in on our live stream, and hopefully we could do this more often. As of right now, I would give this pickup a C. I would give it a solid C. It was a position of need, but it wasn't the player that I wanted to get at this position. But at the end of the day, he got upside. So I hope that this year he turns into that right tackle that we wanted Trent Brown to be. And I know he has all the assets, all the skills to do that. He just has to put it on paper. Again, round 2 and round 3 is going to be going on tomorrow. We can't really judge this whole draft until we finish up all of our picks, and hopefully we could pick up some solid defensive players going into day 2 and then day 3. And I do believe John Gruden and Mike Mayock to do that. I feel like they're better in the mid round. So again, I might go live again. I'm gonna see what's up if Raider Honcho goes live or if anybody else goes live. We're gonna probably talk again. I just want to let you guys know that this year I'm bringing back my draft hype videos. I know I took a year off last year. I didn't really do it, but this year I'm gonna be doing a highlight video through all our draft picks like I used to do before. I know a lot of you guys did enjoy that, and that's why I did get a lot of subscribers from before. So again, Raider Nation, what do you guys think about us picking up Alex Leatherwood in the first round? Let me know down in the comments below. What grade would you guys give it? I give it a solid C. I think it's okay, but I felt like it was a reach for us. It was a solid position of need, but the value was just not there. Thank you guys for joining the live stream, and thank you guys for supporting the channel, supporting Raider Honcho's channel, supporting Merv, Cody, everybody that was live with us. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, and I'm gonna recap all the picks that we do pick up after tomorrow's draft. So with that being said, if you guys do enjoy the video, don't forget to smash that like button. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this one. Until the next video, it's your boy Samoa Raider, and your boy is